What is going on, everybody? My name is Bleaves. This is Breakfast with Bleaves. Folks, I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet. But am I? Am I really? Probably. I mean, I think I am. You never know, right? I believe that I'm doing my best to inform you and try to give you information. And guess what? While Luna Classic is a little bit idle this morning, USTC started ripping, and it was another 20% gain on USTC, trying to revisit the local high. And we got news that Bitcoin is probably ready to test $40,000 and imminently. Remember, Jerome Powell speaks on Friday, so we're going to have a little clarity about the market because we're going to have Chair Powell doing his thing. And if that happens and we get a nice little run and we get a good Friday closeout, then the next thing you know, we could be looking at an absolute banger of a weekend. Retail trading comes in, starts to pump everything up. You never know. Doc One, there's no chance of it going to $5. That's not going to happen. But it could go to $1 because it'll peg. But right now, 8.9 billion USTC are out there, and get ready for this. And I really want to do like dun, 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 dun. But here's the thing. I live in Chicago. There's a company here called Jump Trading. Jump Trading just filed a secret document with Judge Rakoff, who's been the judge overseeing the Terraform Labs versus SEC case. Now, if you are familiar with this, I'm going to take you back in time. How far are we going back, Snoop? We going way back, dog. Do you believe Snoop Dogg quit smoking? Of course he didn't. It was for an ad for a smokeless. Snoop Dogg, you did us all dirty. Anyway, Jump. There's a place called Jump. Here we go. They're called Jump Crypto, which is a division of Jump Crypto Holdings LLC. Jump Crypto Holdings is owned by Paul Grimes and Grimace. We're going to call him, but it's Gurnis. Paul Gurnis and some other Chad named Bill something or other. That's not the part that I care about. The part that I care about is Zach XBT said that this company was involved in the collapse of Terra Luna a long time ago. And I just said, who is that? Because he also said Citadel Securities had something to do with it, that there was a wallet associated with FTX that had something to do with it, that there was a lot of different people that seemed to be involved in the collapse of Terra Luna, creating the death spiral that got us here. Well, there is a secret filing that's been filed with the federal courts, and Rakoff has not made it public yet. So we're going to be really, 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 and The Rock means really, interested to see how this whole thing plays out. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleav. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 It's been a long day. I mean a long week. Maybe a long year, so let's get something clear. We're gonna stock up on some party favors later on. Tell everybody they're invited, you should come along. Best to bring your good foot. Ladies gonna be dancing on the ceiling, cocky and appealing, possibly revealing, getting sideways like a bridesmaid as she vibrate. If you a lightweight, hope you hydrate. We gon' tip the bottles back, busting out the fat sacks. People wearing costumes, chewing on a mushroom, something like a wonderland. Understand? Going down the rabbit hole with my kinfolk to another land. Damn, I said we do it like this. Magic carpet riders on some third eye shit. Mr. Pine Cones come a long, long way, so everybody get sideways. Sing it. I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
Did you see it, guys? Did you see it? Bitcoin ripped to 38,500 just a couple of short hours ago. And I want to say, like, I told you guys this was coming, right? Like, we knew this was getting ready to happen. We knew that Bitcoin was headed back up, that it continued to mint. It continued to move upwards. Now, the question is, will it continue on its way? Well, the problem with the thesis is you never really know, and you're trying to attack the capital that's available in the derivatives market, and that money is at 38.9. So I want to say that we're probably about to rip. We're probably about to visit 39,000 on Bitcoin. And if we do that, what are the odds that maybe it just makes its way all the way up the chart and just busts out with 40,000? Like, what are the odds? I don't know what the odds are, but it's starting to feel like it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. When it comes down to Bitcoin, I get a feeling that we're not reading these charts right, that we, and I mean, when I say we, I mean all of us. I've been fortunate and I've been lucky to be guessing this thing right, but I'm saying guessing because I am just staring at these charts, trying to figure out what is going to happen next. And I get it wrong in the short term. I don't get it wrong in the long term because I have this fundamental understanding, I think, of the thirst, the what people are thinking right now, of what institution is thinking of Bitcoin right now, and how they are actively probably protecting the chart in many different ways. So I've been very lucky with the guesses and stuff like that. And I mean, look, we're consolidating right now at a spot where I told you we were going to be at the beginning of the year. You guys said, oh no, we're not even going to touch 30,000, or you had no idea, right? And I'm the one out here on the limb making these guesses. Turns out they were right. And that's a great thing. It's a great thing because I'm giving you the moon boy kind of idea of what's getting ready to happen here, or what's going to happen. And if you hadn't watched me already, I was on yesterday. I was on Crypto Crossfire with Ben and AJ and J Chains. J Chains goes live by the time at the same time that we do. So I did reach out to him today. Perhaps he and I are going to do some kind of partnership or some kind of agreement. COD and Crypto, now a 3-month member of the channel. Folks, if you're not a member of the channel, you're probably screwing up, because we have private members only content that comes out to try to inform and teach you and give you a little something to learn about the crypto market and how these things work. So appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, at least consider hitting that join button down there and signing up. $4.99 a month minimum. Now we do have the Ultimate Believer initiative. We have $4.99 membership, $9.99 membership, $19.99 membership, and I think $99.99. A couple of people have the $99.99 membership because they love me, right? You should too, by the way. But the point is they have there's no benefit, by the way, other than just hooking me up and helping me out so that I can continue to do this and provide you the content, stuff like that. The way that you help me the greatest is by becoming a member of the channel and by signing up at the sponsors and the members above, especially NordVPN for your privacy, security, and protection. No matter what Mind Your Business says, mind your business, mind your business. Atlas Healthline, in case you're looking for gummies. Leave a comment, subscribe, do everything that helps me out here, especially if you want to do futures trading. MEXC and Fairdesk. Now, MEXC is my preferred partner. They did raise their rates. They do not pay nearly as much, by the way, as Fairdesk, BingX, and Pinex. I do want to stress that for you guys. So if you are using one of those other ones, I certainly appreciate you. But my preferred provider is MEXC. The other ones are kind of, they're good. They're good. And also, Woo! I just wanted to say that because of Woo X. If you remember, the Woo X exchange reached out to me today, and if I can get a partnership with Woo X, we're going to be doing a lot of trading right there. Put your Ric Flairs up. So anyway, but let's get into the news right now because there's just I want to get through this fast because there's a lot going on. First and foremost, did Jump Crypto play a role in Terra Luna's collapse? The SEC, right here, it says the ongoing legal showdown between the U.S. Security Exchange Commission and Terraform Labs, a major twist has unfolded. Federal Judge Jed Rakoff has officially confirmed the delivery of groundbreaking discovery documents from Jump Crypto Holdings on November 27. These documents hold the promise of unraveling the complexities of the Terraform Labs operation and subsequent collapse. He confirmed the submission in a recent filing. The court has also agreed to maintain the confidentiality of particular materials as requested from the letter from Jump Crypto Holdings legal representative. However, should the court consider disclosing any of these materials, it will first notify Jump's attorney, allowing them to raise any objections. And here it is. This is the filing right here. We can't see that very well. We'll do a quick zoom here. It's just a confirmation that they got the Jump Holdings documents. That's all it is. All right. So, but very cool. Like we got some clarity in the market. It's turning out that we're not going to. We don't have the same problems. We're not getting the same. Ultimately, we're not getting the same old Duquan did it. Blah 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 blah. We're finally getting a little bit of clarity, and we have somebody out here who's doing something. And that was going to be absolutely fantastic to get some clarity in that market. Luna Classic, USTC will go out of its mind if that were to happen. So in the meantime, Binance, still under the gun, operating without a license in the Philippines, warns the country's securities regulator. Now, does that mean the Philippine SEC has warned that Binance is not registered in the country and operates without necessary licenses, and the Binance spokesman said the company has taken proactive steps to address the SEC's concern. Now, they've actively been promoting the platform on social media websites to attract Filipinos for investment and trading, the SEC said Tuesday, adding that it is not authorized to do so without required licenses. We acknowledge and respect the statements made by the SEC of the Philippines. At Binance, we are committed to aligning with applicable local regulations under our new leadership, and we've taken proactive steps to address the SEC concerns. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you feel it? Did you get it? Did you see it? They said it right here. At Binance, we are committed to aligning with applicable local regulators under our new leadership. We have taken proactive steps to address the SEC concern. Now, why would they be saying that? Why? Because CZ Binance does crime. CZ Binance doesn't care about what the laws and regulations are, and that's the cavalier problem that that Binance is having to address right now. So if Binance gets in compliance and does what they need to do over here, no problem, and we move on. But this is just another example, and we're talking about mass adoption. And in your mind, you're looking at this and saying, well, it's just about mass adoption, bro. That's just CZ Binance trying to do some little mass adoption. Like, he's just trying to make sure that everybody has access to crypto as God intended. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's exactly what is supposed to be happening. And like, it's really weird when anybody would be like, CZ Binance isn't doing what he's supposed to. Like, he's supposed to be mass adoption and stuff like that. There are laws and regulations everywhere across the world, and you're just supposed to comply. And he shouldn't get a leg up over people who don't. Who do comply with the laws. And that's what he's trying to do, is he's trying to manipulate this process, right? So that being said, it looks like new leadership is going to do things the right way. And I think that that's better for Binance. And it allows us to have some, it's time for Binance to be who Binance was or is meant to be. And I don't think that it can be with CZ Binance. He was cavalier. He was rogue. He kept doing things to screw his competition. And that's not cool. Just absolutely not cool. So if you like that felon CZ Binance, make sure you put it in the comments because, crime. You know what I mean? Criminals stick together. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, and here we go. Honk. Honk, honk. We got the first one in. Hey, man, Purple 303, this is you. Anyway, so Lunc soars over 70%. Is this sustainable or is it not sustainable? Now, this was an article we talked about yesterday. I don't think it has any value. I think that these guys are missing a lot of the big issues that are coming along with Luna Classic, but they did say that they think that this is about to. Credible Crypto, by the way, says that he does think that this is about to that this is about to explode. So he's right. The rest of these guys super wrong. Now, in the meantime, Bitcoin targets $40,000. So the Incubeta presale is garnering attention. Never heard of it, so no, it's not. Now, and this is fascinating, by the way. Fascinating, by the way. This is you see here, it's got partner content on it. This is the way ads are going in the year 2023 and 2024. This is what it said. It said digital asset prices are as expected dynamic. Bitcoin is edging higher as bulls target 40K. Now you got me in because it's Bitcoin, and now you hit me with GMX and Incubeta. Awesome. Like, that is awesome. That's the old bait and switch at its finest right now. That's like, do you like Bitcoin? Are you a fan of Bitcoin? Have you seen any Bitcoin? Vroom, vroom, vroom. Here's a Honda. You know what I mean? Like they just like, do you like your Harley Davidson? Well, here's a Schwinn bicycle for you to test out. Like, come on, man. Like, that is just that. First of all, I hate it. Secondly, I love it. Thirdly, that is awesome. Anyway, so Bitcoin testing 40,000 very, very soon. Now, even though this is an article, this is Michael Vandepop posted 40K is the next target for resistance. Now, we've covered that before. We know that that's coming. I do think that this is just about to happen. Now, the why is it about to happen? Insane $25 million Bitcoin market purchase just happened, and the price reacts. What we saw was an enormous candle, that big candle that started to happen over here. $25 million buy. That's what it looks like right there. $25 million buy. Boom. Absolutely crazy. And that, of course, sends the price surging. And that's where we get that 38,500 level. Now, remember, Dr. Profit very specifically told you that this chart looks like a specific spot and that 38.5, which I do have my chart right here at 38.5, that when you hit 38.5, that's when you're going to capitulate down to 33. So we tested it. So that's the third time. Now, the question is, over the next couple of hours, are we going to surge over 38.5 or are we coming down? And the reason that this matters is because now we've got people trapped in their positions. We've got people holding. We've got the hodlers hodling, so to speak. And the question is, what do we get the traders doing? Well, the traders are looking for liquidity, and the market that's shaping up right now is showing liquidity way up here right now at 38.5, which they did not get to, by the way. It would take a huge move to the downside to get to where the big pool is. So the logical path on the 3-day is another push up to at least 38.7, I want to say. No, I'm guessing wildly at that because there is no clear design path on this chart. Now, moving it down to the 24-hour probably gets a little bit clearer, and you can see it's a little bit down this way, but this is where all the money is currently sitting. So the top of that is 38,007. So it would be reasonable to expect that 38,007 is the next test. But if we get there and we start getting the push, then we might get retail and we might get a FOMO push, and that pushes it up to 39,000. If we get there, people might be, you know what, let's go, bro. And next thing you know, we're looking at 40 grand, or we're consolidating a lot higher. Now, if we do that, that's going to create another pool where we currently are, which we'll probably rip down here and try to splash into as well. Looking at this chart, though, on the lower time frames, you're looking at the same thing. You're looking at the move up here, but you're seeing a little more clarity that there is money sitting down here. It's just not, comparatively speaking, very much on the chart. And in order to get into the good pool that you really want, is down in the mid 36s at least and down below. So it looks like look, if you're a betting man, then you should probably be betting right now that there is a move to 39 coming, that this rip right up into this range right here. By the way, for those of you that don't understand what I'm doing here, if you look at this chart, green, the green, based on the colors of green, the more yellowish the green looks, the more money is sitting there. And these people, by the way, this is not just buy orders. This is not just people who want to buy and sell at a certain price, by the way. This is longs and shorts. And what this is doing is it's providing liquidity to the market. These are options, or these are derivatives traders. And what they're doing is they've got their position they took in, and they set a stop loss in these ranges. And what's happening is these guys are getting their stop losses triggered, which means that they're dumping Bitcoin at a low price, or they're selling or they're buying at a higher price, like to cover their margins and their positions. No matter what, Bitcoin is being bought. So that's kind of what that's kind of what's happening here. So that's why this thing is getting ready. So but let's finish this off, and then we'll get to what's really wink going on. Bitcoin December rally in sight as Bitcoin forms set up strikingly similar to 3 years ago. 3 years ago was a big rip. Here it was, and this is where we are right now. So down, a little downward pressure, a little small correction, and then off to the moon. This is what happened right here. And this is where we are right here. It looks like our correction level is done, and that we're about to start that big rip. Now, that could just be the market. We could just be making something out of it where it doesn't exist, or we're seeing it happen again. Now, whales have also moved over 443 million in Bitcoin and Ethereum in just one day. And where is it going? A little of it came to Binance or Coinbase. So you see here, 1,000 Bitcoin were moved to Binance, but look at this: 800 moved to an unknown wallet, 1,100 to an unknown wallet, 574 to an unknown wallet, 1,089 to an unknown wallet. Now, what is that? That's most probably, and you never know for sure, but those big moves like that are basically OTC buyers. You would want to say that this probably BlackRock. This one probably ARC Capital. This one Fidelity. This one Invesco. Just different. It's just different people buying, getting ready to secure their positions, because there's a 90% chance, by the way, of the approval that came from Eric Balchunas today, which you can see right here. People ask me if we change the odds. No, we're still holding the line at 90% odds of approval by January 10. Same odds we've had for months. So nothing has changed fundamentally about what they think is about to happen in this market. So that leads to Ethereum being approved as well. And we've got, and that's different, by the way. 12,000 Ethereum moved to Gate.io, to Coinbase, to Binance, and then to some unknown wallets, and then to Coinbase. So a lot of selling, a lot of sell pressure on Ethereum. It looks like right now it's being placed on the markets. And usually when it goes to a centralized exchange, the purpose is for selling. So I would be watching Ethereum's price, and I would expect to see that Ethereum price probably doesn't hold up as well against in the Bitcoin to ETH tie-in for right. It just seems like the pairing is probably going to be in Bitcoin's favor coming up pretty soon, because again, you're seeing Bitcoin move to other wallets. You're seeing Ethereum being moved to exchanges. So when we know more, we'll see. Finally, Floki is now dominating the gaming sector. Now, CryptoDep, a fast-growing crypto analytics platform, has said, look, our I don't think that we're getting this 100% correct. I'm not sure that we're crushing it in this, and they do say that, by the way, that they're quantifying their interactions and what they're seeing, and they're saying that Floki commands 20 million interactions, far greater than the rest of the assets. Notably, Veracity comes in second at 841,000. So Floki is apparently absolutely dominating gaming platforms right now. So if you haven't already, go check out Floki. And in closing here, before we get into charts, Binance is pushing very hard for USTC and Lunc. This is all to support the new CEO. I think this narrative will go do some good numbers in the coming weeks. Now, remember, it was CZ Binance's choice on how they addressed Luna Classic and USTC, and it is entirely possible that some new communication with Richard Tang comes into play, and perhaps he has an idea and a strategy that CZ was not willing to do, and it is entirely possible that USTC and Lunc get on just an epic sort of run. Now, not back to $119, by the way, but we could see a lot of people getting involved in USTC and Lunc pretty soon. And not only that, but look at this right here. USTC is being paired with FDUSD, and USTC is being paired with TRY for spot trading. And I mean, that is, they are pushing USTC on Binance right now. And that is a testament to why this thing is absolutely ripping right now, which we'll go check out in just one moment. But Bitcoin offers a way out for us individuals. This is my feed right here. I have a Believes Crypto feed, so you guys can see like what the news that I get and what I'm covering here. I'm looking at Bitcoin news. James McKay, interesting article previously, undisclosed locations of Bhutan's Bitcoin mining facilities. The mystery whale adds another 600 Bitcoin. By the way, this guy, I've been tracking this guy for a few days now. He is now the 7th ranked Bitcoin whale. I'm going to assume that's probably BlackRock. We're using it as an entity or a person, but I'm assuming it's either BlackRock or ERC-20 or something like that. But this is his holdings going up, up, up and away. They are every single day accumulating more. It says, oddly enough, in the middle of last night, they added a single transaction of 3,817 Satoshis, $1.45. But this is the 6th straight day that they've added over 500 Bitcoin. So I get a feeling that I know who that is. And then on down, Fetch AI, the SEC has opened a 21-day window for the Franklin Templeton. Same thing for Hashdex. Then here's the money being transferred around. 2,600 Bitcoin were moved to Coinbase. That's in addition to what I showed you in that article. And you know, just a couple people that I follow that I trust their opinion and their judgment. And if you haven't already, consider MUSK token. We got a couple new games coming out. We got a bunch of things in the pipeline, bunch of stuff that we're working on. And I mean, maybe you'd be a fool not to be like, yes, let's go, baby. Anyway, Bitcoin price action right now. Let's pop up the rest of this chart. Bitcoin coming down right now off of a correction, you know, because USA. We big dog, we moonin' dog, we are USA. Win one for the Gipper and all of that stuff right now. But what you're seeing obviously is the US market. That usually means downside momentum as the US market tries to steal liquidity out of the market, because that's what they do. Down to 3.7. Now remember, in the Asian markets and the European markets in the overnight, pushed it up to 38,500. So now you got a bunch of people in the United States selling off and trying to reaccumulate for a new position. Now, what's a new position look like? Let's turn on, let's pop this up and let's see what this looks like. So we got an entry position being called for right here for high IQ, which of course did play out pretty well. And it's telling you right now to stay in and maintain your position. That your entry position was right here. They called it at 37,887. Told you that that was a spot to get in, and they have not even told you that it's a take profit motion or movement, and that perhaps it's time to hold on to it. Now, when you see a bag form on high IQ, that means take profit. Decide for yourself what your initial profit taking is. And by the way, you can go into high IQ and you can change the settings on how aggressive you want it to be and how you want to take profit and where you want to take profit. It gives you the option to choose how much you want to take, when you want to take, and it will tell you what the likelihood is of a successful trade if you do that. So that's what's going on right now. Bollinger Bands, are they getting tight? Or all right, Bollinger Bands right here, guys, you're starting to see on the, this is the 1 hour, by the way. Bollinger Bands are starting to get pretty tight again, not super tight like this over here, which led to a big downside move, but still getting they're still getting tighter and tighter and tighter. US market is coming in, opening up, so we'll see how that plays out. Dow Jones up 33 points on the day, nothing to write home about. I did see some stuff Gas prices continue to decline. I think I saw gas prices around me at like 279 the other day. Making everybody loves Donald Trump is just furious that the gas prices are coming down. By the way, just furious. And I don't give a shit which way you vote, as long as you vote pro crypto. I don't care. But it's hilarious to me. People are just furious with low gas prices. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wild to me. So anyway, but Bitcoin, it looks like I would say, if I'm guessing here, you know, we're still in an uptrend, and it looks like, you know, I mean, at best, maybe we're still continuing in this upward momentum right here. And that looks good, but that generally breaks to the downside because it's pushing up slowly higher and higher. It would probably need to be more aggressive to feel more comfortable about that position. And it looks like right here we broke down and bought right back up early, maybe. Maybe we'll see something good here. Ryo, thank you for the $1.99 bomb. Bought Leia on Sol 406. Is it ready to run? Now, I thought that the Leia was still kind of new on the Solana chain. Leia, Solana. Now, this was... I don't know that this is it right here. I feel like that's not. I feel like there's a new Leia that just popped up with a little more going on. Maybe that is. Hey man, I'm not finding it, by the way. I saw you tag me in something, but it didn't have a contract address or anything like that, so I can't look it up. All right. There we go, right there. All right, so Leia on Birdseye has a great volume, by the way. I think the volume here, fully diluted market cap is 1.5 million. But I thought I saw, 24-hour volume is 700,000. So that looks like a pretty good, the structure of it that you're looking at right now looks like it's breaking down. However, after this breakdown right here, it's going to have a test right now, because you can see right here, the market's decided that this is the top, this is the retest, this is the potential for a breakout. So if it breaks out above this and tests back down, then it's probably off to the races, and we'll probably see some kind of move. But it could reject off of it and head down. So I would be watching this to try to figure out what the next step is, but recognize that, you know, this is at the point right now where you don't know what's going to happen, but you can see on the chart that there could be a breakout. So if it breaks out, if you're already invested in it, cool, because you probably got in over here, hopefully at a lower price, and you're already in profit. The question is then going to be, will it break out or not? And as you zoom in on the 15-minute, you can see that it not only tested and wicked off of it, but it looks like it's accumulating for a retest. That's a pretty bullish sign. It is continuing upward in its trajectory, minting lower highs. So that would be signifying a breakout to the upside, but there's no guarantees. It looks strong right now, but I mean, look for maybe a retest, and then boom, it could be on its way. So I think it's a good find. So far, it looks like a good find, but we'll see how it plays out. Now, Ethereum 2046 having a big sell-off right now. It looks like the U.S. market is like, I'm taking all your money and bleeding you dry, man. Absolutely bleeding everybody dry. Bouncing off of the 200 now, breaking down at this point. The entry position over here was right here, and the take profit. It already told you, by the way, high IQ to take profit up here, but it's showing now a downward trajectory. It's going to have to break that trend. In order to break that trend, we're going to have to see something like this, moving it back up very quickly into this range over the next couple of hours. Otherwise, we're probably going to have a bearish play out. And down here, I closed this just a little bit, but you're seeing the money flow looks like it's starting to come back into the positive right there, but the RSI is coming down. Now, when the RSI comes down this strong, that usually means that there's a sharp and positive move coming back up towards that upside. But again, no guarantees. It's a matter of what this market wants to do. And what is the news for the day? Let's find out what that is. Nothing. All right, tomorrow, by the way, we got the personal income month over month and spending. Then we've got on Thursday the ISM manufacturing, and we also have Fed Chair Powell is giving a speech on December 1st. So there is some stuff in the market that's getting ready to happen here. But and I know this is a complicated map and chart to look at this point, but yeah, it's looking. If you zoom in here to the 20 MA, which is this line right here, it's actually 7-day, but whatever. It went bearish right here, but it's now converting back to green. And the more you see it start to trend and straighten out, the better it goes for the pump. So it looks like it might be in a reversal, but we'll see. Like the 20, remember we were talking about this, and when we started talking about this, we were down here near the bottom, but it looks like the dip is being eaten up very, very quickly. We're above the heart line. No, we're still bouncing off of the heart line on the Bollinger Band. So maybe a test above that and to the top might be in the cards. So it's all looking pretty bullish, even when you're having these dips right now. That's, I mean, I guess you zoom out just a little bit and you start to get into a day chart and you see something entirely different. And we got to close the Bollinger Bands now because now they're driving me crazy. But you're starting to see all you're doing is ripping up here, minting over here, and then getting ready for another big rip. I mean, that's what it looks like. So yeah, it's going crazy right now. So I got a feeling that Ethereum is still in. Look, I think Ethereum is still on its way to 2,500. I think Bitcoin is on its way to 40,000. Like, I think we're about to see another epic run coming in. Oh my God, I just changed this to I changed it from logarithmic. Oh, no wonder every chart looks weird today. That's you, Believes. You did that. Anyway, so Bencoin up on the day, having a nice second daily green candle, starting to mint. The volatility is way down, but we're starting to have something positive happening on Ben. So, we'll see if it's sustained or not. On the 1 hour chart, there's still nothing until there's something, by the way. And I know that that's silly for me to just like, there's still nothing until there's something. But there's got to be, and there is a bounce. There's been a nice bounce over here. So you're up 10% over a couple days. Positive money flow coming in on the hourly. But how high can it go? It's going to reject here at 1170 because that's just kind of the line right there. Unless Ben comes out and says something crazy, like they've got some kind of wild ass partnership that I don't know about. And by the way, since I'm not part of the team, since I'm not part of this, and I really haven't been doing very many videos lately. So because there's really nothing to report, like they're not doing anything. So just kind of wait and see, idle. So, 1165, it's probably going to reject and bounce off of that. If it doesn't, then it's going to wick up here to the top to 1220 and then probably reject off of that. And if it doesn't and it continues on, then we're probably looking at right here at 1260 and then right there at about 1300. So, we'll see what happens, but don't know yet until we, see a move play out. Volt still doing what Volt's been doing. And it's actually minted a bearish tag at this point on the hourly. So expect probably more come down off of it, unless there's something that sparks a little curiosity on it, then, more downside. But it's okay. I mean, as long as, people are just going to tell you, just hold. And, it's the best thing that you can do, because I still am doing the same thing and hoping for a big time reversal on Volt. And I say hoping, like I don't know that it's definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Grok. Grok is maintaining in a perfect position, guys. Look, I'm going to stay bearish on this, and I'm not interested in this wild ass speculative sort of thing right here. I've already got enough wild ass speculative sort of things on my plate. But the fact that this happened, and let's close this out. The fact that this happened and we got a nice run, and then it rejected. It hit all the levels that I told you it was going to hit, by the way, and I cleared them off. But it hit all the levels I said it was going to hit, and then it reversed, and then it retested, and then it came back down, but it didn't come down as far as it was before. Like what should have happened was this move right here, and then a big move down here to test this line right here. Instead, it reversed and went back up. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, that's awesome. That means that it's got a huge future. No, because it doesn't have any money in it. This is a wildly speculative asset with less than $3 million in liquidity, but $150 million market cap. All right, these are children that are about to get wrecked. Basically, that's what this is. Now, if you buy on one of these lines and you DCA your way down through these lines, don't ape in, then you might be pretty good. I mean, you what you're looking for is you're looking to get into the golden pocket, and you're looking for a nice bounce out of the golden pocket. The golden pocket right now is between 1806 and 1291. So if it comes down into this range, that's going to be a buy zone and probably a nice reversal off of that. But let's remember, it's 148 million market cap. So if you're speculating on this one already, you've already lost. If you were at a million market cap, it's 148x from where it is right now. So that's the kind of that's the kind of move that you were hoping for. That's the kind of move that you just cross your fingers and let's see what happens. And it happened. So you got to figure out what you're going to do with it. But like for me, it's just not. You know what? Let's do this on the right and see if that works better. Anyway, so Promethean Prodigy is up 16%. MUSK is up 14%. Ben is up 6%. Calcium is up 4%. Bone 1.2. Bone continues to underperform. Crazy that it continues to underperform the way that it does. SHIB 82.85. Volt 28.02. Advantis 1270, Dubai X 2023. Don't know what's going on with Dubai X. I know there's an exchange and there's a lot of other fake exchanges that are opening up called Dubai Exchange and stuff like that. I've seen the exchange, but I have no idea what's really going on there. So don't hold nothing. Yeah. No. Saitama at 1096. Again, they had that one big Manny. Look, I really think that's just Manny buying back in to try to pump the chart to make it look good, because that's Saitama did that a lot. So, I think that's part of their playbook. Pepe, 1072. By the way, Pepe, that's probably bounce time. Pepe is probably on the cusp of another rip. Now, it came down here to 1044. 1072, that's not that bad. I would think that it's probably ready for another test right in this 13-14 range. So, 30-40% increase on Pepe probably will happen pretty soon. Avic 1223. Guys, if you haven't checked out Avic, go check out Avic Pay. They are a payment solution provider. They've been very quiet because they're working in the background. And you see here, not a lot of trade volume, not a lot of stuff going on, 15,000 in volume. And when you look at the 1 hour chart, not a lot going on. But when you move over to the day chart, they are up above their launch price. Launch price was a penny. It's at 1.2 cents right now. Was a little bit of a rip to the downside. They got bought back up again. I get the sense, I get the feeling that this thing is about to take off. And the reason is because they're partnering with a lot of different providers in El Salvador and Argentina. And here's the thing, between Bukele in El Salvador and Malay in Argentina, these are pro Bitcoin, pro crypto maxis. And I have an idea. That something good is about to happen over here. And we're probably about to see just an enormous sort of rip. It's available on BNB. It's Avic, Avenida Crypto, ends in 9A26. I'll put this down here in the chat if you guys are interested in checking that out. Look, this is a real business, real world solution. And it's actually run by a bunch of people who I think made a bunch of money in cryptocurrency. So I think they put a considerable amount into making this thing run. Payment gateway, launchpad, consulting service, and academy. The important thing being the payment gateway. That is the path forward for these guys. So here's the thing. What if you could go to one of their payment solutions in Argentina or El Salvador or something like that, and just put in your Avic Pay card and then just get cash? Like, that's absolutely crazy. That is such a great opportunity, especially in that market. It may not be in the American market. They may be American, but this is going to be something for the Spanish market. And Pundi, their competition, by the way, I want to point this out real quick. Pundi X is their competition. It has 142 million market cap. Now, let me go back here. This has a 1.84 million market cap with no advertising, nothing done yet, because they haven't fully put themselves into position in all of these places. Pundi X on speculation, 140 million market cap. This Avic Pay could 140x if it gets the same kind of contracts or agreements that Pundi X has to provide payment solutions for people. So I would definitely be interested, and I would definitely check out Avic Pay. But things happen here. Is Terrarium officially rugged? I don't think so. Yes, I think yes is the short answer for them. I think they're just. I think they've all gone, and I mean, I got a farewell message from one of the doctors, and Dr. Praveen, and he was like, he's taking some time off because this was a lot. He lost a lot of money. That he they didn't even consider, by the way, that this would be a problem. They didn't even consider issues. They didn't even consider that there would be some kind of problem, and obviously there was a massive problem. So it's effectively dead. They came up with another name and stuff like that, but ugh. All right, so guys, real quick before we close this out, I want to do USTC real quick. As you can see right here, USTC is just, God damn it, I keep doing that. It's just absolutely ripping and continuing to soar from a penny up to 5 cents, and potentially reversing again. Got the buy signal back at 4 cents right now, on its way back up, and capped out at 7.8 cents. Now, look, Binance is supporting it heavily. Luna Classic, Binance is supporting it heavily. Richard Tang is a big Luna Classic maxi. So at some point, very, very soon, that all pays off for these two projects. They are going to have absolute bangers. So if you haven't already, you certainly want to check out Luna Classic. And I would put a Google alert for Terraform Labs to get news updates, and Lunc to get news updates, because it's important to be informed, and wild stuff happening right now, especially if jump trading admits guilt, and that clears Duquan in some small way, then that could be absolutely crazy what happens with USTC and Luna Classic. Now, I got to be honest, I don't think that Luna Classic goes over its all-time high, which, and I mean local all-time high, which is about 306. And USTC probably not over 10 cents. So that's a wildly speculative guess, because it takes a lot of money. If it hit an 894 million market cap, and by that I mean USTC, if it hit an 894 million market cap, then it would have a 10-cent value. That's not sustainable, right? It's not sustainable yet. But if the repeg happens, and if they do the spread tax fee, then this thing could absolutely just rip all the way back to $1 eventually, as Luna Classic burns and USTC burns. There's a big future happening right now, and it's in the Cosmos ecosystem, and there are a bunch of people building dApps on it, and it is a fully functioning, by the way, blockchain at this point. So one thing, there is if you haven't already, go check out a proposal. I am 100% opposed to the proposal. Actually, that'll be out in the video that I'm going to release in just a little while for the daily Luna Classic video. But that's it, guys. If you haven't already, consider Cryptonomy.finance. Finance. Cryptonomy.finance is what you need. Cryptonomy Ventures right now, they support forward-thinking entrepreneurs and propel the crypto Web3 ecosystem forward, supporting Cryptonomy's mission to empower global economic freedom. If you are interested in this, then click Get Funding, and then you can get started right away. Previously, we talked about our flexible spending, and we were going to make some deposits. So I'm going to make a few deposits right here. We're going to do Bitcoin. I'm going to throw, let's do it. Why not? And we're going to do 12-month staking. 76.9% is the fixed rate. Now, in the event that you want to enable monthly interest, we do this right here. That changes the dynamic here to 56%. I don't need it, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to hit continue here. And I'm going to agree to the terms and conditions, and we're going to go ahead and stake that. Let's stake a little bit with Quant right here. We're going to use ETH because I've got a little bit of ETH on the sideline over here. We're going to use our max ETH 1.29. We're going to put that in for another 12 months on Quant as well. Go. Let's pop in here on some Tether Gold and see what happens there. We've got a little bit of XRP in the wallet. Let's convert a little bit of XRP over here into Tether Gold right now. We're going to pop that in right now. Read the terms and conditions, and we are done. All right, now we're gonna pop in a Tether here. We got 4,300 bucks in Tether. We're gonna pop in max right here, 59.6%. Now you might be noticing the percentage rate there is not as great. Well, this is a stable coin, so the rate of return on that was going to be just a little bit less. We're gonna hit continue on that one. Boom. We are now holding Tether as well. So we've got a whole bunch over here. Now we're going to come over here. I'm going to hit refresh right here. These are all my holdings right now. I've got a little bit staked. You saw me do that before. Put a little bit in here before. Much better on XRP. And we out.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world. I want to be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you.